Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to my YouTube channel, Eric Brothers YouTube, and my Rumble, Snacks123. I say again, welcome to my YouTube channel, Eric Brothers YouTube, and Snacks123 on Rumble. And so, tonight, as you can tell, I want to touch on some military content, and this time, this will be the continuing series of military heroes during World War II. Now, for this one, this right here, the military hero tonight is going to be the Russian Air Force. And this right here is a Jewish Soviet fighter pilot. Her name was Lydia Litvyak. Lydia Litvyak, okay? And she was known as the White Rose of Stalingrad, you know? And, okay, why was she known as the White Rose of Stalingrad? Well, this individual, she happened to love flowers, you know, and so she painted her plane, you know, with white roses, and so that's basically what they had nicknamed her. But the question I'm quite sure you're asking, okay, well, what did she do? You know, why is she a military hero? Okay, well, the reason why she's a military hero and why she's most notable, she is the first female fighter pilot to shoot down enemy aircraft. And according to history, as a female, she has the most kills for a female fighter pilot known in history. And Lydia Litvyak, okay, this Jewish Soviet fighter ace, okay, known as the White Rose of Stalingrad, okay, basically she was escorting a group of Russian planes, you know, back to base. But what happened is that she got attacked by two German, you know what I'm saying, fighters, Bf-100 fighters to be exact, okay? And basically she was able to maneuver her way out, and she actually shot down one of the the German fighter pilots, and you know what I'm saying, knocked them off. But this young lady right here, I believe she was 21. You know, she was very determined. You know, you have to understand, during World War II that women weren't really allowed in too many male-dominated spaces. Obviously, you had exceptions, and obviously Lydia Litvyak, you know what I'm saying, was an exception. Pardon that, guys. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. Malfunction. But anyway, back to business. You know, and to her credit and her determination, she had actually failed to qualify to make it into fighter pilot school, you know what I'm saying, and training, you know. So she was consistent, you know what I'm saying. She kept at it, you know what I'm saying. Came back, you know. She failed several times, and she eventually passed. But there's a twist, you know what I'm saying, to her story. How she wound up, one of the reasons why she was able to become a fighter pilot was in training. And she kind of lied about you know, the mileage, you know, that she had flown, you know. So for, you know, pilots that got to go through fighter pilot training, you have to have flown, you know, so many miles. And with the United States military, it's mileage, and also you have to have flown so many sorties. That's what we call it, you know, in America. Okay, but yes, you know, first female fighter pilot to shoot down, you know, enemy aircraft in World War II. Now, let's get in a little bit more on her background. Okay, she was the first female fighter pilot of any nationality to shoot down enemy aircraft, the first to earn the title of fighter ace, and one with the greatest number of kills, as I alluded to that earlier. Okay, she was born in Moscow, in Russia, in August 1921, and obviously her love, you know what I'm saying, for flying with aviation had begun at an early age. Okay, you know, and so she had flew her first solo flight at age 15, and she worked as a flight instructor. You know, when during this period in World War II, when the Germans had invaded Russia. Okay, and obviously she had a strong sense of you know, patriotism and patriotic duty, you know, to her country. And when the Germans invaded Russia, I guess it kind of just further spurred her on and motivated her to join the Soviet Air Force. Okay. Let's see more about this remarkable young lady. Let's see. Obviously, I did allude to how she was rejected more than once, but she did manage to join an all-female bomber regiment, the 588th Night Bomber Regiment. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, she lied about her flight miles. But let's see. What else about Miss I'm trying to get her name at Litvyak. I'm sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that, you know. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. But she shot down several enemy aircraft, had several kills, and I believe she was supposed to be named, what is it, the hero of the Soviet Union, you know. And I guess for a period, she had maybe disappeared or fell off the scene. So at the time, who was it? Joseph Stalin at the time, you know, who was in charge and in power, he did not, you know, give her the award at that time because I guess maybe she went missing and nobody knew exactly where she was. Now, years later, back in like somewhere like in 1979, she was posthumously, you know, awarded, you know, hero of the Soviet Union once they had discovered, you know what I'm saying, like I guess a missing body, whatever like that, and her bones. When they did the DNA test, they discovered that it was her, and so upon that, Mikhail Gorbachev, you know what I'm saying, awarded her the hero of the Soviet Union, you know. But I thought that it was interesting and that I should bring up and celebrate, you know, women in military history, because there were females that, you know, were military heroes also, you know. In this particular case, this young lady, you know, at the time, was in a foreign military, you know what I'm saying? I mean, for those of us that are from the United States, and anybody that's from another country, that's going to be a foreign military to you. Me, I'm from the United States. I served in the United States Armed Forces, so anything other than the United States military would be considered foreign, you know, forces, you know. But you know, you had women that were heroes that not only did you have say ace fighter pilots, but you also a lot of the women were nurses, you know, during that time in World War II, and they did an amazing, you know what I'm saying, job, you know. And anybody that knows anything about nursing is not an easy job. Now you have to multiply the stress level and the pressure when you're a combat medic, or these nurses that are dealing with bodies that are coming back, you know what I'm saying, from the war, you know what I'm saying. So shout out, you know what I'm saying, to the ladies, and salute, you know what I'm saying, to the women that are currently serving in the armed forces. And I take my hat off and I salute to women in any armed forces, whether it's American, whether it's any foreign force, the French Legion. Salute to you ladies, you know, and much respect and thank you for your service and all that you do. But yes, you know, but obviously I'm gonna wrap this up real quick, but I want to make a footnote. You have to remember, you know what I'm saying, she basically was a pioneer, you know what I'm saying. Now in the armed forces now, you know, all throughout the world, you do have female, you know, fighter pilots, as we've come a long way, but it is individuals, you know, like Lydia, Litvyak, you know what I'm saying, that help paved the way, you know what I'm saying, for other females, you know, to become, you know, pilots and fighter pilots. Shout outs and kudos to her. I salute her and respect to her and, you know, her family. What a great legacy she left behind. And again, I salute all men and women that are serving in the armed forces, regardless, you know, of what country it is for. The discipline and dedication that it takes, you know, to serve in the military, and then also during wartime, and for the heroes that step up and rise to the occasion. I salute you and I tip my hat off to you. And again, salute to all the ladies that are serving in the armed forces, regardless of country. All right, guys, but this again was Lydia Litvyak. So hey, ladies, you know, she was the first, you know what I'm saying, at least in Russia, but one of the first fighter pilots, you know, female fighter pilots in World War II. So hey, and the ladies, you know what I'm saying, they rock out too. All right, much respect, guys, and thank you for listening. Thank you to all my subscribers for Eric Broadus YouTube and Snacks 123. These channel again is Eric Broadus YouTube. That's ERICBROADUS YouTube, or ericbroadusyoutube.com, and also Snacks 123 SNAKZ 123 on Rumble. So please smash the bell, you know, to become a subscriber on Eric Broadus YouTube. And turn on all notifications. Hit the like button to like the video. Hit the unlike button if you don't like it. Either way, leave a comment. Love to dialogue with you. On Snacks123 on Rumble. Subscribe to my Rumble channel. And same thing. Smash the like button to like the videos. Hey, smash the unlike button if you don't like the videos. Either way, leave a comment. Love to dialogue with you. I also have a podcast, Snacks Thoughts. SNAKZTHOUGHTS. Snacks Thoughts. The podcast can be found on Spotify, Spreaker, Radio PBM, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, and a host of other social media outlets. So please join Snacks Thoughts. And lastly, I have a website for health and nutrition products. If you desire to lose weight, you know, the 5 best weight loss products. So click on the link, go in there, hey, buy the products, try them out, and also share them, you know what I'm saying, with friends as well. You know, if you want to lose, you know, fat and weight and lean out, you know, your health is the most important thing next to God. God is first, and then your health is next, you know what I'm saying? So take care of it, guys. But that's all I have on this one. But yes, military heroes, and this time up, you know what I'm saying, it was the ladies' turn. So fellas, give a shout out, you know what I'm saying, to the ladies that are serving in the armed forces. Well deserved, ladies, well deserved. Peace out, guys. I'll catch you on the next one, and just share it. Share the 5 best weight loss solutions, Snacks Thoughts podcast. Snacks 123 on Rumble, Eric Broadus YouTube. Share it. Families, friends, frenemies, enemies, rats, dogs, bats, goats, cats, whatever. Share it. Push it out. Peace out, guys. Catch you on the next one. Later.